introduced us to the basics of economics in terms of price in relation to strategy. Well, what is this term free economics? Where does that sit?
Free economics, great, isn't it? Everything for free. There's nothing for free. We're all aware of the traditional economic modelling of price equals quality. Higher price, higher quality, lower price, lower quality. And we have to sell more at a low price, etc., etc., etc. But we're actually testing all the paradigms, as you've realised over the last 4 or 5 weeks. And we're testing this paradigm and coming up with new notions of free economics. And the answer is based on what hotels haven't been doing for, I think, for quite a lot of years. They've looked at revenue streams, but they've looked at revenue streams per available room. And what everybody should be looking at is revenue per available customer. And the idea is, do we actually therefore give the room for free? We give you the room for free, but charge you for everything else that you do. The classic example, universities could give degrees. We could give you this degree for nothing and then charge you for access for every time you go online to access the material. So it's free, but it's not free. And it's come down to this concept of everything is $6.99, €6.99, £6.99. And the difference. And people coming down, if you charge a penny, people think it's cheap. If you charge nothing, they're intrigued. And they're looking at ways of doing this. Give you a motor car, give you a car, but charge you the money for your tyres, for your petrol, etc., etc. So they get the revenue back, but in a different way. And it's just a different way of marketing. And free economics in hotels, I love the fact that every time I go to a hotel, I'm sure you're the same, you go to the hotel and you go into the hotel, you go to your room, and the room is like any other hotel you've ever been in, and you think, right, you have a shower, you come out, and you walk down the stairs out the front of the hotel, and you turn right or left, depending on which way the mood takes you. You walk down the road, say, there looks like a nice restaurant, and you go into that hotel and go into that restaurant. And as you're going into the restaurant, you're passing somebody from the second hotel who is walking out, turning left, seeing your hotel and thinking, that's a nice restaurant, I think I'll go in there. And it's how do we stop that? How do we think of new ways of physically doing that? And free economics, read it up. It's quite fascinating in the way they do it. I mean, Adobe Presenter and Adobe have done this. They give it for nothing. Yeah, you're paying for access. Look at printers on your computers. They're so cheap in terms of what the technology would really cost. But how much do they charge you for the bloody ink that goes in them? Think about free economics. It's just thinking again at your pricing within your organization. Can I do something that's radical?